Hello everybody, this is King Tut here and welcome to your Python tutorial. Nope, not here. That's not what I'm going to teach you. What I'm going to be teaching you is three things. So the first thing here is, what if you can't manage to run Python because you got an error telling you that it couldn't recognize the Python program or the interpreter itself? So what you need to do here is click on File and you go to Settings, and then you expand the project with the project name that is listed on it, and then you click on the Python interpreter, and then you get this. And to make it link to that interpreter that it should have been, you just click on, no, not the drop down menu. You click on add, and then you make sure to see if it actually connects with the Python interpreter. So it's in app data, and in order to remedy the situation, because app data is a hidden folder. So if you have this kind of problem, click on the hidden items. Check the hidden items in the view tab, and it's going to get you all the items are hidden. So if I uncheck it, it just hides all the hidden files. If I check that, it gives you all the hidden files. And these hidden files you can actually tell by its faint look. So all of these folders are basically clear, transparent, like basically uh, like its opacity is 100%. Here it's like you could actually see through this folder with the background. So basically you could actually notice. So once you do that, you go into local, programs, Python, and then Python with the version you have, and Python exe. So basically, if you just do it with by clicking on these three dots, and then you just find Python like that. Since I already did it, I'm just gonna cancel all of it. But if you haven't done it, do it. But locate that Python interpreter file and click OK on all of them. All right, so that's all with first part of the tutorial. In the second part, so in the second and third, I'm going to be bunching all these tutorials together in the series because Python syntax are very straightforward and self-explanatory. And as I said in the first video of the series, they're very, very easy to learn. So I'm going to be speeding through it. So I have taught you the print function and what we could actually do, but what if I want to store all these numbers or text or character or the number with a decimal to a a data holder? So that's where variables come into play. So let's let's put in a variable. To put in a variable, you just need to put in a variable name. So unlike C++ and Java, where you basically need to put in a data type before you put in a variable name, Python, you just put in a variable name. That's all you need to do. So let's just put variable, because what else I could name a variable? And let's just put 9.5. So basically what it does when I put 9.5, it makes this variable here a float. And it doesn't really matter what you assign that variable to. And once you assign a certain value to that variable becomes that data type. And this kind of variable in Python are called dynamic variable. And I'm not sure what it's called in C++ and Java. I think I don't want to call it static variable because static is a concept in programming. I want to say like a data type variable, like a structured kind of variable, because it uses different data types like int, float, double, so on and so forth. But in Python, it's dynamic because you could actually you could actually declare a variable and assign to whatever it is to that variable. Which that's literally the best part in Python, or one of the best part. There's more to come. So let's just put 9. So you could put 9.5. You could put character. You could put a string or some text. Or just an integer. But in this case, we're just gonna put 9.5. And instead of putting in print, you just put a variable. Let's see if I could actually, there you go. That's why I like Pycharm. The IntelliSense or the autocomplete will help you. So let's just run this. You should print out 9.5, just like as we expected. And so you're not just limited to just declaring a variable and putting in whatever value you want to put in. You could also make that variable a input. So what I mean by input is, what if you want to put in a number and have it print out that number? Well, it's simple. Let's just put in, you could just put in input. So that's the function you will put if you want to make that variable an input. And then inside that parentheses, it's going to print out that request that you wanted to, a text you wanted to put in. So basically, I'm going to be putting enter a value. So what it does here, when I run this program, it's going to ask you to enter a value. And I'm just going to put a bunch of value, and it's going to print out that value. So let's just run that program. And let's just put 9.5. And it actually printed out 9.5. And let's try it again with a string. And it actually outputs a string. So that's the third part that I taught you, that I showed you. So let's do a practical example. So let's say I want to add these two numbers. I want to input two numbers and have these two numbers be added together. So let's just put A. So I'm going to declare A and B and then print A plus B. So A input, enter first number, and then B input, enter second number. And then print A plus B. So if you want to add these two numbers, you just put a plus sign, which is shift, and then where the equal sign is, which is on the left of backspace, depending on your keyboard, you press that. You press that equal sign, and it'll get you a plus. And I'll show you more about operations in the next video. So let's run the test. Let's enter first number. So let's just put 2, 2, and it gave me 22. So why is that? Why it gives you this? Why does it give you? Why is 2 plus 2 22 instead of 4? Well, because it basically concatenate, or it just puts 2 here and then 2 here together. So let's just put in another variable, results, and make it, and do it that way. Just store all these sum of values into one variable. So let's put results, and let's see if that works. 2, 2, and it gives you the same results. That's weird. So why is it still the same results? Well, still. Okay, now I'm actually stumped. I'll pause the video and I'll return. Alright, so I think I know the problem. I just need to cast all these variables as a data type. It doesn't matter which data type it is. If I don't, it's gonna recognize this as a string. So hopefully this actually works. And it actually did. So if you really want to have a value as a whole number, you put an int, you cast these variable as int. Or if you wanted to have a decimal, you cast this variable as float. And let's just run the program. 2, 2, and 4.0. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're on Rumble, and please like and give it a fire and follow if you're on Odyssey. And let me know in the comments below what you think. And I'll see you next time. Bye.